Hi, it's Mitch from PickDawgz.com here with your free pick in the Padres versus Giants Major League Baseball matchup on Monday, April 5th, 2021. You know, the Padres gotten off to a solid start to the season, but they hardly look invincible to me, and that is the thing about them that struck me the most is that while they're loaded with talent and just about every player on the entire roster, not even just the starters, can absolutely flat out play, boy, they certainly don't look like a well-managed and organized team. And it's not a giant knock on their manager, but it's like you need to have a manager when you have superstar players like that. You need a manager that holds everybody accountable. And from what we've seen on the field, we haven't exactly seen that from start to finish here. We've seen errors, both throwing errors, base running errors, and when you start playing against the better teams, that is going to cost you. And we saw that on Sunday against the Arizona Diamondbacks where, they played actually one of the more fundamentally sound games, and it wasn't good enough against a Diamondbacks team that just really shut them down. It should have been a shutout, or it was very close to being a shutout. You can't say should have been because absolutely it didn't happen. And the home run that got hit in the ninth inning absolutely did happen by Tatis Jr. And he has that type of talent. But, where was he the rest of the game when the game was being contested? I just think that this Padres team, before you're ready to give them anything, you have to remember this is a team that kind of collapsed down the stretch after holding the lead last year against the Dodgers. I certainly believe in the Padres and believe that they have a ton of talent. I just think they have a lot of work to do. And if they take the one approach where they don't need to do the work to get there, they're probably going to be in a lot of trouble. If they take the other approach saying that, man, we got a lot of work to do, well, they're probably going to be pretty good. But so far, from what I've seen from the Padres, it's a team with a lot of work to do, and that's what I say. Adrian Morejon gets the ball here, and he's certainly no prize when it comes to starting pitching. This guy can get absolutely hit at a moment's notice. On the other side of this one, Anthony DeSclafani takes the mound for the Giants, coming off his worst season as a pro in Cincinnati. He pitched in a bandbox. He's on the Giants, who have worked well with pitchers, over the years when they've come to San Francisco after having a tough time somewhere else. And the Giants, you see them do this time and time again, where they pick up a pitcher who's had a lot of success in the past, and then has kind of a hiccup type year or a hiccup type, run throughout their career, and then they'll take a shot at them, and all of a sudden you'll see them rework it. We saw them do it with Matt Moore. We saw them do it, we've seen them do it many, many times throughout, and get a lot of quality innings out of guys like Jake Peavy. I think the thing here with DeSclafani is that you have to take last year and just say that year didn't really agree with him. It's kind of such an outlier from his stats. He had a 7.22 ERA, 41 hits in 33.7 innings. I just think that at this point, I think that the Padres aren't good enough to be a minus 175 team in this spot. I think all the value here is on the Giants, and that's who I'm going with. I'm going to take the Giants at plus 160, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, I'd love to hear who you have in this game. By all means, please leave your pick in the comments section of this video. And while you're there, if you can click on the thumbs up, it is greatly appreciated. Costs you nothing, takes you half a second. Helps us an absolute ton. If you want to dip your toe in the water with premium picks, a great place to start is with our YouTube premium picks. Just click on the link in the description of this video, and you can find out how you can get our premium YouTube picks.